It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Hello to all. Welcome to Divas That Care Network. I am Joyce Benning, and I will be your host for this absolutely invigorating, robust lifestyle show. I want to thank each one of our listeners that have tuned in live today and the ones that will be listening to the recording on the podcast. I am just so very grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. And you are all in for another amazing show here on Robust Lifestyles, as I have with me a returning diva, Eileen Head, and her and I are going to continue our chat about Live Your Best Life, and this is actually part 2. So I am excited to continue on about living your best life, and I would like to introduce you to Eileen Head. And Eileen, could you please introduce yourself to our listeners today?
Well, thank you for having me on. I'm really excited to share with you again on how to live your best life, because there is a method to it, and that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about teaching it. I have been a lifelong learner of taking many courses. One of them, or the ones that excite me most recently, is the law of attraction and manifesting. And as I've given you many examples in the previous one, we've manifested a lot of them. I'm about to return to Mexico for 6 months for the winter. And I told you last time how I had no idea how I was going to do that, and it all just transpired because I put it out there. And so I help people do that by releasing their blocks, raising their vibration, and really helping them to redream their dreams.
Oh, I love that. To live their dreams, and that's what is so beautiful. And it sounds to me like through your manifestation, you are living your dream now by going to Mexico for 6 months. Oh, how exciting. Oh, I just love that. That just sounds like I can hear it in your voice, the energy that's coming through, as it's something you've been wanting to do, and now it's coming, your dream is coming to reality, and oh, how beautiful that is. And that just kind of will draw us into living your best life on our part 2. And I know how people just want to live and enjoy life and fulfill those dreams and create that dream life. So how would you like to start to share with our listeners today how to go about making all of that happen?
Yeah, it's so much of our life is about, it's up in our mind. It's our mindset, it's our brain, it's what we think about, and what we think about creates our reality. That's what attracts experiences to us, is those thoughts, just like a magnet. So if we are in a positive state of mind, in a happy state, in a high vibration, what do we attract more to us of? More of that. And this is my 3rd year of going to Mexico. You have to listen to part 1 about how that all came about, because I didn't know the how. I just put it out there, and now this is my 3rd year of doing this. So that's what I want to share with you, is there are methods. And part of that is the transformation part of us, what we need to do to let go of our old stories, of the limiting blocks that are sabotaging us, those unconscious patterns that are running in the background, and help you release those and heal those and give you real tips and tools and skills and step-by-step of how you move forward in life to be able to manifest your dreams. Even dream. A lot of people are afraid of dreaming because there's fear they won't come true.
Oh, yes, how true that is. And I love how you said our thoughts what you think about creates your reality. It's all about our mindset and having that positive attitude and that high vibration, high energy to give off to everyone around us and to the universe, to let the universe know what we are wanting. And, oh, I love that. So I am excited to listen to how to release and clear some of those emotional blocks, those hurts from the past, and those unconscious limiting beliefs that so many of us have. So I am going to just let you continue on, Eileen. This is just fantastic.
Thank you. So if you know about Eckhart Tolle, he talks about that we have a pain body around us. And what that is, it's all the experiences in life that we've had. And a lot of people and a lot of us have had some very painful experiences in our childhood or in divorces or many experiences that we've had. And we don't know how to release those. We hang on to those, and it surrounds us. And then we start to form these trauma bonds with other people. Like attracts like. We are magnets in our life. And so we attract other people that are like us. That's what keeps us stuck. That's what keeps us there and unable to move forward until we have some of these skills to release these. And on a daily life, even the words that you use, the thoughts you have, your mind is like a computer. What you tell it, it accepts it as fact. Just like you're typing on a Word document, that's fact to your brain. And it's to start to change those patterns and those words. That's where everything starts in the beginning. And to reframe things and to look at things different. And to start to pick up some of these spiritual concepts. Everything happens for a reason. There are no accidents. I am responsible for everything that is happening to me and how I react to it. And so there are life lessons in absolutely everything about us. And when we start to step back instead of being reactive or going into that victim perspective, I know what that was like. I lived in the victim perspective for many, many years in a marriage I was very unhappy with. And so when you start to shift those, it shifts even the chemistry in your body. And it's like radioactive waves that go out. Okay, I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling gratitude. Boom. What comes to you? More of that.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love that. That in everything there's life lessons. And I love how like attracts like. So if you're staying in that victim mode, as you referred to, that's what you're going to attract, is other people that are experiencing that victim feeling. Where when you give off those positive energy, those positive vibes, and come out of that state, you will attract those kind of people also. So, oh, I love that. And how staying in that, that's what keeps us stuck. That explains it so well. So, oh, you brought up so many good points there. I was taking notes, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, how true this all is. It's so true to our everyday life.
Well, yeah, and, you know, most of us don't know any better, and the only attention that we know is the drama, is the drama in the story, the woe is me. There's real power in that, and that's why people get stuck in that. And it only brings them more unhappiness, which creates more drama, and it pushes people away because people get tired of the drama. And even in my own life, it was like, I'm so tired of hearing myself talk about being unhappy in this marriage. And finally this one gal said to me, and it was like a slap across the head, and she said, just decide. If you're going to be in that marriage, decide to be happy. And if you're not, then get out. And I think about that all the time. Sometimes it is just a decision to change. It's a decision to change, even in the little ways of, you know, words, more positive words, less positive words, feeling. And a lot of people don't know what vibrational energy is. They don't understand that. Everything vibrates in the world. Plants, animals, people. And you know that you can walk into a room where someone has been having an argument and you can feel it. You can feel the energy in the room. Or you can feel the energy at a wedding where everyone is joyful and happy. That's what I'm talking about, energy, vibrational energy, high or low energy. And when you start to master some of these skills and tools, it helps you on a daily basis. You create new patterns. You release old patterns that are sabotaging you, even the unconscious ones that you're not aware of. So the limiting beliefs, I mean, we all have these stories or phrases in our head that we've heard or people have said to us, or we have said to ourselves repeatedly. And that's what we begin to change.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how true it is. Because that's another thing I see so much, that people, when they talk about themselves, they're always talking themselves. A lot of times they'll talk themselves down. I see it a lot in women. They will degrade themselves rather than bring themselves up because they don't want to portray themselves as being something special or brag about themselves. And it's not. It's not bragging about yourself is how I feel. But when you always are telling yourself the negative things, that's what the universe is putting out to you then, because that's what they feel that you're wanting. That's what you're attracting. Where when you change that, it's just amazing. And I love how you said the vibrational energy. Everything is vibrational energy. And oh my goodness, it definitely is. And when you start to look at the positives in all that vibrational energy, in every situation, you will be amazed how your life can change. And it will make such a difference. You will feel like a new person is how I explain it.
It will. I'm so different from what I used to be. Friends who knew me from way back, back in the years when I was frustrated, they said you used to have this jaw that was just like, oh, I was so frustrated, right? And they say to me, you are a total different person. I can feel your joy and your happiness. I can be walking in a grocery store and have even men comment, hey, I really like your smile. And I go, you didn't even know I was smiling. But that was a process that took me a lot of years of healing the limiting beliefs, of healing that low self-esteem, that lack of confidence, to where I love life. I love my life, and there's much joy in it. Do I have times when I get knocked into the ditch and go into a spiral? Absolutely. But I know how to get myself out of it, and if I don't, I have my mentors that I go to that give me insights, that give me things to work on, that gives me perspective, and so that I can continually work on creating the life I love.
And I always personally feel you have to love yourself first, and that's where it starts. And when you can love yourself and say that you do, when you can look in the mirror and say, I love what I'm seeing in there, I love who I am, it makes such a difference how you react to the whole rest of the world. It's a whole different portrayal of yourself. Like you said, you didn't even realize you were smiling in the stores and people were telling you, we enjoy your smile. And it is such a good feeling. And, yeah, it's a warmth inside of you because, to me, you're living from your heart because you love yourself and you love what's in your heart and inside of you, and you are sharing that with the rest of the world and the universe.
Yeah, and, just to start and looking in the mirror and saying I love you, a lot of people have a lot of difficulty with that. One of the most profound things that I did for myself was I did some inner child work. And when I connected with my inner child, what she told me was, you look out for everyone else and put everyone else first, and you've forgotten about me. And I vowed that I would never do that again. And so by seeing a grandchild that age or a young child at a very young age and looking at them and identifying the child in you when you were that old, what was happening, what was going on, and what is it you need to heal doing that? That's where you come up with from.
Oh, my. Yeah, how true that is. And I love how you gave the example when you see a child or a grandchild and think about how you were back at that age and what trauma, what problems maybe you need to still heal from that to be able to let your light shine from inside, because every single one of us has a light that is waiting to be exposed and letting that light shine to the world, because we all carry that unique gift right inside of us in our heart. And it's just letting it out. And like I said, but first you have to love yourself in order to let that light shine, and then you will see how bright it will shine.
And now more than ever in this world, in the present time, we need more positiveness. We need more compassion. We need more love. We need more joy. And that's how you develop it. You start with those sort of things, because those are high vibrational energy. You know, maybe you pay it forward. You buy a coffee for the person behind you. You see someone on the street. Whenever I'm driving and I see someone with their head down, I send them a blessing. I call upon divine energy to serve this purpose, mind, body, soul, spirit, as divinely intended. I take a deep breath and let it out. There's many things we can do in the world to heal others. And in healing others, we heal ourselves as well.
True this is. And even like a thought that comes to my mind with that is when you're in a grocery store or in a store and maybe there's someone behind you that only has one or two items and you have quite a few. And when you tell them, you're welcome to go in front of me if you would like, the smile that they give back, it's incredible. It's like you gave them so much. And it's just a warm feeling to them that you looked at them and saw what they had and you cared enough to say something. They're a total stranger, but yet they appreciated that, and the warmth it gives you inside to know you brought a smile to someone else's face. So it's something so small, and like you even gave the example of giving a blessing when you see someone like that. You're not even in contact with them, but you're sending that blessing out into the universe, and they will receive it. The universe knows who you were speaking about. So that was a beautiful example too, Eileen.
And the same with driving. And this is something I'm still working on myself, because I'm always in a hurry. But I'm working on allowing other people to merge in ahead of time. Or you go ahead, that's fine. That's simple. You can start with those sorts of things, and they can really be life-changing.
Yes. Oh, how they can be life-changing. That is so true. And another thought that comes to my mind is even with the animals. I mean, the people too, and when you give appreciation to your animals, they are so receptive of it. They understand it just like people do, because they are very sensitive to your feelings and your thoughts. And when you commend them for something, sometimes it's so small, but yet it is such a compliment. And it goes for animals, for humans, for the whole world, and even thanking nature, thanking the trees. I mean, to me, all of it comes into play. We're a full circle web, and when we can acknowledge all of it around us, I think it fulfills your life so much more and makes you such a more vibrant person when you can feel all of it, that how the full circle web works and how all of it appreciates your appreciation.
Animals are a great example of unconditional love. They are just so loving. Like, is there anything else in the world? You open the door and you have a dog wagging its tail and just thrilled to see you. If it's been 5 minutes ago you went out the door, or half a day or whatever. That's a great example of joy and unconditional love. They are there for our love.
Oh, yes, they are. And that is so beautiful. They don't hold the grudges or hold everything inside of them like us humans tend to do. They're like you said, whether we be gone 5 minutes or a half a day, they're as happy to see us either way. So it is a beautiful experience.
What we haven't talked about this time, and we did last time, is my love of the Enneagram personalities. And again, people either say the Ennea what, or they go, oh, I love the Enneagram. And it is one of the most advanced personality models. It is based on scientific data from the 1700s. They have continually gathered data on behavioral patterns, and it is the fastest way to transformation yourself to a higher level of being, a conscious level, living a conscious life where we're compassionate with ourselves and with others while we are continually growing to be the best person we can be. And it is the basis of all my coaching. It is the basis of my Live Your Best Life program. And it is, there's a free test on my website, eileenhead.com. I follow it up to make sure that you've chosen your right personality. I do personality readings with that and couple readings. I love it because of the awareness. When we start living life at a more conscious, aware, it's a very elevated way to live your life.
Oh, wow. Oh, and this Enneagram is on your website, you said, where our listeners can go and find it, and it's something free that you offer to help individuals. Is that how I understood that?
Yep. There's a link to the free test. There's a free follow-up afterwards to make sure that you select, because if you select your home type, then the information is freakishly accurate. All of it is in roses. Like when I read my profile, it was like, oh, I really like that. People value me for that. I didn't know that. Oh, I'm really good at that. That's true. And then there's the other side, like, oh, okay, that part stung a little bit. But that's where your strength comes from, is taking those challenges and build them into strengths. And then you become whole. It's like, you can talk about the shadow side of your life or the shadow part. This is a way, in a compassionate, loving way, to look at that and understand how your personality developed from your childhood. What beliefs did you have in that? What is your gifts to the world? What are you really good at? What's natural for you in the world? And each personality, each of the 9 types, bring their specialness to the world. And I love that modality, as well as, I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm a Reiki master, took shaman training, I'm working with lots of different things. My goal is to get you to live your best life, to really thrive in your life.
Oh, I love that. What a beautiful goal, to help others to live their best life and to really thrive. Oh, that is beautiful. Well, I can hear that in your voice and in the energy you have portrayed through this show, and then offering this Enneagram free on your website where people, and a follow-up free where people can come and find out what maybe some of their qualities are that they didn't even realize, and maybe some of their challenges. And I love how you said, turn your challenges into strengths. Oh, how beautiful that is, because how many of us do not think of that it's just a challenge in life, and how am I going to deal with this, rather than turning it into something to be a powerful strength for you, and a challenge that has come into your life for a reason, and the universe knows that it will create you as a stronger person through it. So, that is beautiful. I love that Enneagram. That is fantastic what you are doing with that for our listeners.
Yeah, there's also a call separate from the Enneagram. It's like, what's happening? What's happening in your life, and how can I maybe give you some insights in the short term, in a short call. I've turned things around for people who've been struggling with, aging parents, parents who are now not in the best form, and how to manage them more effectively, or, stay or go. Should I stay or go? Women have come to me when I'm ready to go, help coach me, and we've turned things around, or we've made it more positive as they've chosen to leave, or putting couples back together. I had one couple, they were done, and he phoned me up and he said, tell me what to do and I'll do anything. And I said, I'll teach you the Enneagram and you guys delve into this. And in 10 days of intensive coaching, they put their relationship back together that had struggled for a lot of years.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's incredible. Oh, my goodness. That is a beautiful, beautiful story. Oh, what a heartwarming story, and how that made you feel when you could show them a different way. And it comes to my mind where you said turn your challenges into strengths. Yes. And I could see where a lot of that possibility happened right there. Oh, that's a beautiful example. Well, Eileen, I knew this show would go very, very quickly. It has just been incredible, all the tips and tools and great information you have shared with us. And before we do close, could you please share with our listeners again the best ways to connect with you?
Website, eileenhead.com. You can book a session for a chat. My email is eileen@eileenhead.com. Those are the best ways to get. I'm on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook. So many people say to me, oh, you lead such a great life. You are so lucky. There's no luck involved. I consciously create my life. And that's what people see is my adventures of things that are happening, what's going on, what I'm doing next. And this could be your life too. Open up those dreams. Let's do a vision board and create the dreams and be ready to live your best life. It is possible. Miracles happen. I actually did a Live Your Best Life workshop back in April, and one of the gals closed on a house like 10 days later, and she's now got an ideal job. She quit her job. It just starts rolling, and there's many testimonials on the workshop. I will be doing another online program, Live Your Best Life, in November. So if you're interested in that, send me an email, message me on Facebook, and I'd love to take you through the step-by-step process. It's probably going to be a 4-week or a 6-week course. Depends on how much stuff I put into it. But I'd love for you to join me. I'd love to. One of the gals who was at the workshop at the first break, she said, if this is all I got out of this whole day, the whole day was worth it. And that was just at the beginning. So come and join me, and let's play. Let's figure this out.
Oh, that is beautiful. And that workshop information is on your website for our listeners to find there?
I haven't posted it yet. I'm going to be working on it once I get down to Mexico. But they can. I've got the Live Your Best Life coaching. But the workshop when I get myself organized down there.
I understand.
To put it out, I got to go down and play for a bit, and then I'll get back with my nose to the grind. No, let me see how quickly you follow. When I pick up the passion of teaching this workshop again, I will let people know. So follow me on Facebook.
Oh, perfect, Eileen. Oh, thank you so much, Eileen. And I would also like to ask, before we close completely, will you please be back as a guest on my show again? I would love to have you share maybe later on about the workshop and some more of the great information and stories that you have to tell and testimonies from others and more tips and tools. So would you be a guest again on Robust Lifestyle?
I absolutely will, and maybe next time I'll do some of the, maybe the languaging, and we'll talk about that. You message me, and I definitely would love to come back. Thank you.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. You are so welcome, and thank you. And I want to wish you a very magical day, Eileen. And with that,
Thank you,
I want to. You are so welcome. Thank you. With that, I would like to thank all of our listeners for listening to this absolutely incredible show with our amazing diva, Eileen Head. Please share this show with your family and friends. Check out all the hosts and their shows on divasthatcare.com. And remember some of the tips that she left with you. Thoughts can create your reality, what you think. Just keep that in mind and keep those high, positive, high vibrations. And remember, what you're thinking, like attracts like. So in everything is vibrational energy. And with that, please have a magical day. Be kind to all. Give your animals a great big extra hug and share your love with them as they so deserve it. And until we connect again on Robust Lifestyles, stay strong and healthy.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.